to that's allowing you to be small? Female ducks lay eggs every day or two until they get a full clutch or nest. And then they sit on these eggs non-stop. What's the word? Non-stop. Thank you. For 28 to 30 days. Our society has become so attention deficit with their disorder that if we cannot dream a dream, microwave it for 33 seconds and achieve it, we quit. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Is that you? Can you take your vision, your dream, your passion and say, come hell or high water, Noah himself can come on with the ark. I will commit to my 90-day challenge. I will achieve it. I will not be domesticated. And if a female duck can sit on those eggs nonstop without going to the bathroom for 28 to 30 days, surely I can be focused for 90 days. Yes?
Yes.
Duck thought number 3, one of my favorites. Father ducks take no part of caring for eggs of their young. So is your excuse that your spouse isn't supportive? You know, Mike wasn't always supportive of my life. Mike thought when I got into natural medicine that was a little woo-woo. I quickly taught him it's a lot woo-woo. Okay? It is who I have become. It's what healed my body, and I will not back down. And I still don't. I still get humored at family events for bringing the tofu pudding. I still get humored at family events for bringing the organic carrots and dip. But they all eat it. Just saying. I never bring any home. So maybe the person that you were associating your self-worth with or seeking their approval for your actions did not come through with the go-for-it attitude. Did you lose your support? Do you not have encouragement at home or work or wherever you are trying to find encouragement and support? Find a new place. Look outside your current comfort zone and get new support. There's a lot of people in this room that want you to succeed. Not to fatten their checkbook. That's a byproduct of all that. But so you, as the human race, deep down in the soul, the purpose, the passion, the dream that was given to you, and only you, which may be totally different from the one that's given to me. We want to see your light shine. We want to see you go for it. My last duck thought. And then we're going to learn about Mother Goose. Mallards are known to be seen gliding across the pond. Anyone seen that? Yes? 4 people have been out in the country. You might want to come out more often. It's pretty cool out here. All they do is they rarely ever dive, but they dip their head just long enough to see what's under there to see if they can grab something. The reality is they're gliding across the water. It looks smooth and serene and all is great. But underneath, they are paddling those feet like no tomorrow, or they don't get to stay up. Sink or swim, folks. It's no different in our life. No different at all. And you may look at a friend or a neighbor or whoever, and you're trying to compare your life to theirs, and you say, theirs looks so easy. They're just gliding. It all happens to them good. Really? Get to know them. Because I assure you, in the economy that we're in the world environment that we're in, they are paddling just as hard as you are. underneath that water to keep up above the water. Would you agree?
Yes.
Thank you. Fellowship, folks. ViSalus is a time for community outreach. ViSalus is a time to change someone's life monetarily, health-wise, or otherwise. It is a time for you and an opportunity for you to take ViSalus and open a communication with the neighbor that you never talked to for the 5 years you've lived in the subdivision.
Right.
True.
Right.
ViSalus is your window of opportunity. ViSalus is a game changer. So I ask you, if you want to be fed, you got to get off the comfort zone and out of the pond. Because no one wants a common duck or a sitting duck. Let's talk about Mother Goose. Everyone know that story? Yes?
Yes.
Mother Goose has some great fairy tales. One of my favorite ones, of course, taking away the fact that still there are some adults that don't realize that the knight in shining armor, he ain't coming. Okay? You might happily ever after it up off the couch and do something for yourself, and you might get something back, positive. The Golden Goose story, of course I encourage you to read it, is about the golden goose laying valuable eggs. And this really goes out to a lot of mamas, because I'm a mama, and we have a tendency to do this. See, the golden goose is a beautiful gold-feathered hen, very well-mannered, excellent physical fit, and takes care properly of laying valuable eggs. Her value is those eggs. She's properly nourished, living quarters cleaned, and overall support provided in order to provide those eggs. Each and every one of you are a golden goose. You offer our world valuable eggs. Each of you are worthy and deserving of great things in your life, and those eggs are just a showcase for that. See, the golden goose will not eat just anything. She will not drink just anything. And she pays very close attention to who and what she listens to. You might have to turn off the news. She doesn't go to events where she hears negative Nelly complaining, moaning, negative. The world's going to end. It ain't ending, folks. We're in the Aquarius zone. You might want to study a little bit. We are in a new season of our life in a country, and it's only going to get more interesting from here. Goose facts. The honker goose is the most common goose in most of North America. Everyone seen a honker goose? Please tell me you looked at the sky at some point and heard that thing. All right. That has nothing to do with country. It flies over the city. All right. See, as a leader, do you frequently point out the negative with an attempt to get results? Because if you understand anything with geese, and if you study John Maxwell, he does a great section on it, where you have your lead goose, and he's pumping, and it's in a V formation because that's efficient, that's effective, and you get things going better if you're in a V formation. It's a team effort. Everyone behind is honking, encouraging the lead goose. You can do it. Keep us focused on course. You can do it. When that lead goose gets tired, he falls back, and somebody new picks up the slack. Did you hear that? Are you team playing? Are you leading yourself, your family, and your team with fear tactics? Or are you getting in the mind of those on your team to see what makes them tick? What makes them work? What motivates them? What inspires them? Do you lift them up in a moment when they need it? And do you push them with your big old foot the moment they need that? That's a leader. So as you grow your ViSalus team, one person doesn't make a team. It's a team.
Right.
A strong team. Goose thought too, there are 7 days of the week, just like there are 7 subspecies in North America of geese. So each day, you should be taking some type of goose action, some type of leadership action, because we truly need more geese in our country right now. Goose thought number 3, geese are considered urban pests. become a pest. In a positive, loving way, but become a pest. As I told my son, he took the girls to basketball practice today. He's 16. He was driving all the way to St. Louis. That's an hour away from our house. That's a lot of city traffic, and he's going into South City, St. Louis. Yeah. It's all cool. I think it's all cool. I take my kids there all the time. I used to cover that market when I was a district manager. It's all cool. But to a 16-year-old who was raised in the country, that's a little challenging. And so I told him the rules for the third time. I was being a pest. But as he texted me and said, we stayed in the right lane, I turned my music down, and it made all the difference. He heard my nagging. Even though you might think they don't, at 16 they hear everything you say. So be a pest. Be positive in your noise making. Don't just sit there, honk. But get up and move. Everyone likes to be around someone exciting. I mean, haven't you walked into a room and you're in there and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. It's so negative. It's so... Right? Anyone experienced that? In our world, in the woo-woo world, that's energy. That's stagnant energy that needs to go away. Have you ever been around someone and you're like, wow, I just love just being around them? As you try to suck their energy out of them. Yes? I'm guilty? Yes? Thanks, Amy. And you've been around those people where you don't even want to answer the phone. Not here. Sorry, I was in the bathroom. Didn't have a chance to call you. Or call you back after 3 months. Yes?
Yes.
Those are the folks that I'm going to challenge you to rethink. Do they lift you up, and do they take you where you need to be? And in return, can you lift them up, or are they driving you down because they cannot think positive of anything? We have a world of them. They don't need you, they need a psychiatrist. Okay? Don't be the psychiatrist. All right, last goose thought. Migration is a learned process. Their instinct is so strong that geese return to their birthplace every year. It may take them 2,000 or 3,000 miles of flight. But that's where they meet their mate, and that's where they nest. Now that's some focus, folks. So 2,000 or 3,000 miles of flight to get back to the birthplace so they can nest and remake the cycle. They're contributing again. And we can't stay focused for 90 days on our temple, on our health, on our future. We have a lot to learn from the geese, don't we? The goose thought number 7, which really is the final one, sorry about that, is about the predators. Predators of the goose are foxes, raccoons, owls, and snapping turtles. Foxes, we have a lot of those folks. Sly as a fox out there. They get to know your friends. Ask them questions. Listen to them. Pay attention to what is not said in a conversation and find out, are they just sly as a fox? See, true friends come from the heart, and they'll support you up, down, sideways, or through the back door. And true friends will show their colors, and colors you may not like, and that's okay. You do not need to wear a rainbow of many colors. Raccoons are the mass predators. They appear to be supportive, but when you ask for help or discuss an opportunity, they're the ones that rarely have anything positive to say about it. You're not going to do one of those things, are you? No, I'm getting healthy. It's unfortunate that you can't have the same love of yourself to get healthy too. Your dream is your dream. It's nobody else's. The owls, they are the wise ones, typically parents, grandparents. Though they've experienced a lot and you want to listen to their input, something I believe our society does not do, But keep in mind, they're only coming from their world and their experiences. They are not the gospel, and they do not sit on the right-hand side of God. Snapping turtles, these are my favorite. We had about, I don't know how many last year. Snapping turtles are also called the haters. Anyone experience that? Yeah. I've got a niece that qualifies for that. In fact, when my sister was laying in her hospital bed, I needed to do the infamous P test that I do in my profession, also known as a biologic ionization P test. Too fancy. So I proceeded to take urine out of my sister's bag. You know, she had a catheter. And I know it's against the laws for any nurses in here, I get it. But I didn't care. It's my sister. They weren't even feeding her live food. They gave her pudding from a can, for the love of God. How do you deal with that? I don't know. But at any rate, so I stole some pee. And my niece, who's the hater, began to lecture me about why I couldn't take her pee because I would mess up all the charts and the numbers. So I said I took 2 cc's. Add it when the guy comes in. 2 cc's. They're not going to do anything major over 2 cc's, I promise you. But you're going to have the haters. You're going to have the naysayers. It's just life. See, snapping turtles, these folks are the ones that copy what you do and are always trying to one-up your efforts. Anyone experience that? Mm-hmm. There's always someone that can do better. Well, go do better.
Yeah.
I believe everyone should be successful in whatever they want to do, whatever dream has been put in their heart. I believe you can do it, and I believe you should be successful when you do it. It's my belief. Whatever profession it is, provided it's legal and moral, Ed. But I believe you can. There's going to be a time when you have to protect yourself and protect yourself from distractions and outside influences in order for you to achieve those goals and dreams. You've been given a whole lot of information today, some great new tools, tips, the whole 9 yards. But you will go out and you will make your first call for someone who needs ViSalus badly, and they're going to be negative to you. I promise you. They're going to have something to say about the product, something negative to say about something, like all at once they became the expert. Funny little story, I have a hairdresser, I have several hairdressers that are my patients, but I have one particular one in Washington. She sends me more people than I could ever imagine in my whole entire life. And she's always laughing because people come to her, she's very much into natural medicine, people come to her and ask her for medical advice. And she's always laughing. She's always, she'll tell them to take echinacea or this or that. But what's so darn funny? You go to your hairdresser for medical advice? And I love Kara. Love her with all my heart. And she gives some great medical advice, usually because we have a conversation about it, but nonetheless. But put it in perspective. So when you get the person being the naysayer, put it in perspective. What do they do for a living? How do they know anything about soy protein in our product? They might want to know who funded that study. Dairy Council. And how many weeks it was funded? 2. By employees of the Dairy Council. That's all I'm saying. We won't go into details of all the ingredients because it doesn't matter. It's all about the challenge. It's all about the 10 pounds, getting the t-shirt, getting your beamer. It's all about